Hi there, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Hi, yeah, I can hear
Hey,
you. Hey there, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Thank you. This is my second interview of the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I just had an interview with a kid from the UK and real nice guy,
Mm,
some musician. Yeah. How was your day?
mm. It was good. I had the day off today, so when Kevin asked me if I could do your podcast in 3 hours, like 3 hours ago,
Uh-huh.
I was like, yeah, sure. I'm not doing anything else today. I was just chilling at home, so I just got ready and ate lunch, and then here I am.
Oh, great, great.
Nothing much
Thank you.
going on.
Sorry for such a short notice. I mean, I just was, available today. I wanted to do the interviews today. So where are you from?
A small town in southern Alabama, USA.
Okay, okay. So we pretty much have the same time right now.
Yeah, Central Time.
Yeah, I'm 1 p.m. for me.
Me too.
Okay, okay, great. I saw your video. That was a great performance
Which
of the
one?
Dolly Parton song.
Um,
Yeah, it's
which one was that? I
you
don't remember.
were performing for a driving test.
Oh yeah,
Driving test.
that's the very first YouTube video that I ever posted. Yeah, I
Wow.
remember that one. I made that video like 2 years ago.
Okay, okay.
It's not part of the Aunt Nae Nae show, just for the record. That's
Right.
my acting reel
Oh,
that I
okay,
use
okay.
to send to like casting directors when I'm trying to get other acting jobs.
I see. That was pretty good.
Mhm. So,
Yeah.
because it has one bad word in it, so it's not for the kids.
Oh,
It has the S
okay.
word. Shit. Oop,
Hey.
sorry.
That's okay. That's
Can
okay.
you cut that out?
I can.
Okay.
I work with kids
Or
too.
just bleep over it. Make it go
Okay.
beep.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me about your show. It's Aunt Nene show, yes?
um, are we? Have we started the interview already, or is this just
Yeah, we've started.
okay? So I'll go ahead and tell you about the Aunt Nene show. First of all, it's called The Aunt Nae Nae Show. It was inspired by my 7-year-old nephew who calls me Aunt Nae Nae. So I am Aunt Nae Nae in real life as well. And I decided to make a character out of it and make my own show. And I decided to call it The Aunt Nae Nae Show. And it's a variety show for kids ages like 8 years old and younger. I sing songs, we have jokes, there's stories, there's educational content, and more. And this season, we're bringing on special guests like other people as guest stars on my show.
That's awesome.
Um, like I
Hmm.
just recorded an episode with a guy yesterday who's going to help me sing a song. He already did help me sing the song because we already recorded it. But
Hmm.
it's a children's
Oh.
song called Mr. Froggy Went a Courtin'. I
Hmm.
see your screen up there. That's all.
Yeah, yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
hey, that's me.
Let me share it so we can watch it together. Yeah, it was
Okay.
this is your channel, right?
Um,
That's the one I saw.
yep.
But you have another channel for the Nene show, or you got it in the same channel?
It's all the same channel, but there's a separate playlist. If you hit
Mm-hmm.
playlist
Mm-hmm. I just subscribed.
and
Yes.
clicked on the Nene show,
Oh yeah. There we go.
see where it says playlist?
Yes, 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 yes.
That's it right there.
Oh, okay.
That's the first episode.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So you inspired this was because of your niece, right? Niece, nephew?
Uh, yeah, he's a boy. He's a
Okay.
nephew.
It's a
He's
nephew.
7 years old. And the way I got the name Aunt Nene
Uh-huh.
is because when he was a baby, he couldn't say my real name, which is Megan. So
Oh.
he called me Nene when he was like 18 months old. And the
Oh.
name just stuck and I liked it. And he seemed to like it. Sometimes now that he's 7 years old, he gets all,
Uh-huh.
thinks he's older and calls me Megan, and I'm like, no,
Uh,
you call me Aunt Nae Nae. I'm just kidding.
right, right.
But sometimes he calls me Megan by mistake, and it's a little bit disappointing. I'm like, oh, I want to be Aunt Nae Nae.
Oh, yeah, I get it. When they're there, that age, they all of a sudden they don't want to be a baby, and they say, "No, I can say,
Mm-hmm.
Megan now. I don't have to say Nene. I'm
Yep.
not a baby." But then when they get older, then they go back to being like a kid. So, you
Yeah.
know.
And I just want to say that these episodes that you're seeing right now on your screen,
Hmm.
that's from the very first season
Hmm.
when I didn't have any fancy camera equipment. I
Oh,
just had my iPad that I was using for the camera with my
uh-huh.
mom or dad holding the iPad.
Oh,
That one's a
really?
good one. That's
That's
the
the
newest one
latest.
from
Uh-huh.
last week.
Uh-huh. Oh, nice. Okay.
They're all good, but I'm just saying in the
Mm-hmm.
beginning we
List,
were
and she
very low
also worked
budget
with
production.
nonprofit
Yeah, I
organizations,
understand. We've all been
and she
there.
works with youth. Hi, Odera. How you doing?
Hi, Aunt Nae Nae. I'm doing well. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on the show.
It's okay if I play it just
Now,
for a while, right?
I have a
Yeah,
question to ask
it's
you,
about 5
and
minutes
I
long,
heard that
just so
you
you
were
know.
just the right
Yeah,
person to
no.
ask. I'm
This was our
being bullied at school.
anti-bullying
Yep.
episode, which was really an important one to me and my team.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You can play
At
it if you
school
want
right
to.
now. I
Hmm.
do want to encourage you to hang in there. Nothing mean kids say is true. Most times when kids bully, it means that something's going on with them. So if it persists, I would say you have to tell a teacher or tell an adult to step in the way and see if they can help that person.
How can I help other kids who are being bullied?
What a great question. If you see another kid being bullied and it worries you, you can be smart and bold and step in the way of that and try to be a mediator where you step in front and try to figure out what the problem is, help someone in need, and maybe calm someone else down. If you think it's getting really escalated, of course, tell an adult or a teacher nearby.
I heard you have some, like you have words like mean words and kind words. Can you explain that a little bit?
Well, bullies usually use mean words, and mean words really hurt us and bother our day. When we go out, when we wake up in the morning and get ready for school, we want to have a good day. So we always use kind words on others, and we hope others use kind words too. When we hear mean words, the rule is always let them slide off your back and try to talk to someone about it. But remember to smile and stay positive. Nothing mean is true.
Wow, thank you for that. That's very powerful.
Thank
Um, so what happens if I'm being bullied
You don't have to play
and
the
I
whole thing
go
unless
and
you want
talk to the
to.
teacher?
But that's basically the message of that episode. It was our anti-bullying episode, and just like Odera, who was my guest on that show, said, nothing mean is true. Just tell a teacher if you're being bullied and be kind to others. That was the message that we wanted to get out, is that bullying is not okay at any age or for any reason in any form. Because sometimes nowadays there can be online bullying,
Yeah.
like on social media with kids sometimes,
Yeah.
and that's not okay either. That's a form of bullying, and it's not okay.
Yeah, it's a big topic, and there's a lot of bullying going on, not even in kids, even in adults.
Even
And we don't
adults,
even,
I'm
yeah.
still experiencing it sometimes as a 39-year-old adult.
Hmm. Yeah, no, and even people who don't even realize that they've been bullied by, the bank companies or even friends. And
Yeah.
so it's a really important topic. So I want to know a little bit more about your background. Like, do you work with kids? Like, does this started with the channel, or do you have like a group of kids that you work with in the school, or how how,
Um,
how do you work?
I don't work with kids in the present day, but in the past, I used to be a summer camp counselor for many years
Wow.
for kids ages 6 to 18.
Oh,
And it was a summer camp, so I taught swimming lessons, I taught canoeing lessons because I was a lifeguard. And
oh, okay,
so
impressive.
that's where I got a lot of the songs that I sing on the show is from the Girl Scout camp that I went to growing up and that I was later
Ah,
a counselor and lifeguard at.
okay, okay.
Um, but I've also grown up with a lot of younger cousins, and now I have a nephew who's 7, so I babysat them when they were younger. I still babysit my nephew, but
Uh-huh.
the other ones are all grown up now. But
Uh-huh.
um
Uh-huh.
so yeah,
Yeah.
I've always when when I decided to have my own show, I knew that it had to be a kid show, like a show for kids, because I've always loved kids and I've always loved working with kids.
Hmm.
And I had a lot of experience working with kids. And I don't know what it is. Kids seem to like me. I don't know if it's
Hmm.
my face or something. I don't know.
Nah, it's because you're very authentic and you are like a kid and you're not afraid
Yeah. I'm
of
like a
being
kid myself.
right. Yeah, because a lot of adults are really afraid of acting like a kid because they think might be inappropriate and they actually put a persona. And most people are like that. I mean, like connecting with your inner child, this is something that I think is very valuable. And I work with kids. I'm an English teacher and I've
Yeah.
worked with kids. I have a son. I've worked in schools and with kids, and I really think that I like being a kid myself too, I like playing around and I'm a little serious, kids are much more like, like laughing and like silly and all. And I get that. And I love being around kids. And but I think I too can understand and communicate with kids. Like you got to talk to them in a certain way. Like I see when a kid comes up to an adult and an adult is like, just don't give him attention. Like, yeah, and do this and whatever. And they don't even listen to them. And to me, that's just I don't know. I don't like that. When a kid comes, I like to listen to him or her and actually
Mhm.
interact with him, like follow, like play
Yeah.
along.
Kids are, kids are complex human beings just as much as adults are, maybe even more so. They have very complex emotions and so I think what you said is like if a kid comes up to you and even just wants your attention, try to give them some attention if you can, because that's them expressing an emotional need, even if they're not aware that that's what they're doing. You've heard sometimes kids act out to get attention.
Yeah,
It's true.
of course. Well, kids know what they're doing. They know what works.
Yeah.
Like some kids, they cry and know what works. My kid know that that doesn't work, so that's why my son doesn't cry
Mhm.
because it
But
just won't
see,
work.
that's right. It
But he's
doesn't
old
work.
now. Yeah.
And
But
what
for
I'm
some
saying
people it
is,
does. Like some parents actually
mhm,
crying works for them. Like it
if
actually like
you
gets them started.
if you just take care of the need that the kid has that triggered the emotional outburst or them trying to get attention, then
Yeah.
they won't have
Yeah.
try to
Eh,
act out.
I mean, to me, it's about like knowing how to handle your own emotions and like
Yeah.
getting the emotion from the kid and then say, okay, and now projecting a positive emotion on it, but not being triggered by what the kid does. Like always knowing that you are always going to be a role model for the kid. So kids going to learn from what you do.
No,
So,
I
you
didn't mean
know,
the adult was being triggered. I meant
no, I didn't say you
never
did.
mind.
I didn't say you
It's
said
not
that.
important.
No, what I'm saying is that sometimes, like, there's like a range of emotions that kids get, and like you
Mhm.
say, they're not even aware that they're like expressing an emotion. They're just acting out, they're just being themselves, right?
Mhm.
So, like, as an adult with experience in emotions, and like, you gotta be able to know how to understand what they're trying to say and give them attention. Like you say, always listen and like play along. Like, if they say, "Oh, yeah, look, I did this," and "Oh, that's great. Look, I have this," and then just when the kid feels like he's like interacting and being actually, like like it matters. Like some adults like don't like ignore the kid. So I know when a kid wants to play with an adult, it means a lot to him when you actually play with him and interact with him. So
Mhm.
yeah, I don't
I
know,
agree.
just yeah. And about that, what I'm trying to say is that as an adult, you need to be able to behave like a kid, but mature enough to know which emotions you want to put there so that he actually
Yes.
grabs the positive emotions and but like I'm saying, if you don't if this is an example. I'm not saying about you. Like I'm saying, I have a friend. They have kids, and the kid always likes to scream and shout and cry, and that makes them go crazy. Like the parents don't know what to do
Mhm.
about it. It's like it's a situation. But why does that doesn't happen to me? Because when my kid tried to do that when he was younger, I was like, nah, it doesn't bother me at all. So then he's
Mhm.
like, oh, this is not working. I'm not getting attention this way. Okay,
Mhm.
now he doesn't do it. Now he's trying a different thing. Now, you know, I'm not saying it's perfect, but at least my kid is not like the other kids that they cry and cry and cry, and they get attention that way. So they keep on doing it because if it's working, they're gonna keep on doing it, right? I don't know.
Mhm. I see what you're saying, and I don't disagree with you. That's kind of what I was trying to say too.
Okay. Okay.
Next
uh,
question.
okay. Yeah, tell me what are your plans with your channel? You planning on growing? Kind of
um,
kind of planning on doing?
yeah, I hope within the next okay. The 5-year plan is to get my YouTube channel monetized and start making a modest living from the Aunt Nae Nae show because of course money isn't everything, but like I don't have a day job right now, so I would like to have a little bit of income from my own money.
Sure.
And the real goal, the reason that I started the Aunt Nae Nae show is because it sounds cheesy, but honestly, I just want to make kids happy and I want to inspire kids to learn new things and to find their talents and to find their gifts and develop them and share them with the world one day maybe. And the lifetime goal is to be like the Mr. Rogers show or something, maybe Sesame Street and have a hit show on a big network like PBS or something,
Okay, sounds great. Uh,
which
uh-huh. Is Mr. Rogers Fred Rogers?
we're already I can't tell you, but something's going to happen possibly that is going to be huge and I'll tell you as soon as I can, but I can't tell you right now.
Okay,
But
okay. I tell you what, as soon as it happens, we'll have a show and you can tell me all about it and we'll be so
okay.
happy about it. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah.
But we just talked to this one person who is presenting us with a huge possible opportunity that will change everything. That's all I'm going to say.
I hope it worked for the best.
Me too. Knock on wood.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. So, I mean, it's actually really nice meeting you on Nene.
Mhm.
I think you can bring a lot to the table in this field, especially which is really something that we need a lot today because I don't really like to talk about politics and stuff, but I know that
Mhm.
our kids are being bombarded with a lot of information that we don't necessarily know if it's good. So we actually need a force for our kids. And I'm not even talking about any, just music and TV,
I know.
you know, all right?
That's what I'm
So
trying to do is I'm trying to provide something that's wholesome and that parents will feel good about their kids watching
yeah.
as opposed to some of the junk TV that's on TV for kids now. That's what I call it, junk TV.
Yeah. So weird that kids get attracted to that. I mean, it's such a powerful force. I don't get it. Like those
Oh, there's Mr.
cartoons and yeah, yeah.
Rogers.
I actually haven't heard about him, so I wanted to look him up. I'm
Oh,
from I'm from Peru. Like I didn't grow up in the States.
okay.
Yeah.
That's
I've been
cool.
I've been to the States a couple of times because I got family there, but I didn't grow up there,
Mhm.
so yeah.
Mr. Rogers, he passed away some years ago, but he used to have his own kids show on public television here in the US,
Hmm.
and he was really famous. He was like one of the most famous people who ever had a kids show
Yeah.
ever in the whole world.
Wow. Well,
And
you
I
know,
I I aspire to be like him because
yeah.
he was just a really genuinely good and kind person.
Yeah, and that's what we need. You know, we got to consider that back then, if you were put on TV, then that pretty much meant you made it already because, like, you know, you'll be in front of
Yeah.
millions of people and there's just a few of them out there. But now that each of us have our own platform, game has changed a lot. Like we need to, you know, like you
Mhm.
now you're out there, but now how you get people interested in it, right? So I mean, I'm also, like I say, I'm also a teacher. I don't make money
Mhm.
out of podcasting and all. I make money from teaching,
Mhm.
and I relate to kids that way too, right? So that make I'm not worried about if my podcast is gonna make money or not. So that I'm
Yeah.
calm about that. But I'm also here to help you. So if I'm gonna try to expose this, and you know,
Mhm.
it's,
Let
you
let
gotta
me
be,
say what the can I say what the name of my YouTube channel is?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, the name of my YouTube channel where you can find the Aunt Nae Nae show, it's my name, Megan Claire Murphy, and the number 2. That's Megan Claire Murphy 2. Um,
I'm gonna share it right now so
he's
people
got
can
it
see.
on your screen right there.
Uh-huh. Can you see it right now?
Uh-huh.
Yes, this is it. Megan
That's
Claire
it.
Murphy too. I just subscribed, so you got 585
Yay, thank
subscribers.
you.
Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
So I got my channel right here. In my channel, you can find my music. I'm a musician too. I've done some
Okay.
recordings. I do some podcasts, some artwork,
Mhm.
from my songs and all. I do some podcasting too. I interview my friends. And like a couple days ago, we did this group conversation. So if you're interested and if we can have a group conversation in the
Yeah,
field
maybe.
with other,
Sure.
other teachers or educators or people who have
Mhm.
kids, anyone who want to participate actually, right?
Well,
And
I don't have kids of my own yet, but I
no,
do have the one nephew.
well, I mean, you're in the field, so you know.
Yeah.
So I was saying, so maybe there's people who
Sure.
are not necessarily in the field, but they have kids, so they can also bring something to the table, right?
Mhm.
Right?
I like to do that one day.
Sure.
Be
Yeah.
on the group uh
Uh-huh.
chat,
The group chat,
whatever.
we got like a panel. Yeah, this one was for musicians. I've been posting in
Uh-huh.
musicians group. Like I went to New York a couple months ago and I was trying to look for a job as a musician. And I found this Facebook group, Wanted in New York City. So I posted there and it worked very well. I got a lot of responses. So then when I came back to Peru, I thought I'm gonna post there so I can get people in my podcast and it's working
Mhm.
well. But I also found some other groups. So anyone who's interested in sharing what they're doing, I'm gonna have in my show and we can have a conversation. We can, like
Okay.
start something,
You
So
can count me in if you
awesome.
want to.
Yeah, totally, totally. In fact, I'm gonna put this video on my channel. So I'm gonna
Okay.
share it with you afterwards so you can watch it if you want to share it
Um
or whatnot, right?
yeah, you just put it in the chat. There it
Yeah,
is.
that's my channel, yes. I'm also gonna
Okay.
send you this video too, so all right.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, I gotta finish now. I got people in the waiting room, but it was really nice meeting you on Nene. I'm glad
Nice
we
to
did
meet you
this.
too.
Thank you so much. I'm glad we did this. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you very soon.
Me too. All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good day. Bye.